when they cross the line. But let's have a look at this. This is Titanic Jack winning the $500,000 Group 1 Emirates. They went lickety-split out in front. Scenic Peak and Walk on Air in front. Now, Titanic Jack eased out in the white colours with the pink sleeves and the pink cap, about to come to the outside. True Glo gets right up on the fence.
At the 400, Scenic Peak by 2 lengths to Walk on Air. Boreal's battling away. Titanic Jack and Rosina Ladder running on, and so is True Glo. He's winding up. Scenic Peak in front at the 200. Scenic Glo in front, but Titanic Jack grabs it on the outside. Trying to go with it on the inside. True Glo. Titanic Jack and True Glo. True Glo, Titanic Jack coming to the line. They're wide apart, and it might be Titanic Jack a nose to True Glo. Photo finish. Third is either Crawl or a Mission, and then came...
It was a good, tough, honest, tradesman-like win. He went right to the wire, won sort of from the furlong. Me and Damien just doing our best, and all credit to him. He changed stride inside the furlong, got on a fresh leg, and give me that. Probably found another neck, which you know, it saved him from obviously losing or winning, and it was a good, tough effort.
Hard to begrudge them the win. That it's a very good horse, Titanic Jack. I really like him. Tom Hughes, great trainer, good young trainer on the up, and Brett Prebble, well, he's had a magnificent day yesterday after what was probably a bit of a tough carnival early on for him. No truth in the rumour that I'd like to plug Tom Hughes' earpiece into a PowerPoint this morning, but you can do that for me, Alfie, if you like. But this horse, it was just a great grinding finish there. He really ground home well, Titanic Jack. True Glo was about a length and a half off him with about 200 metres to go, but he did fail just in the end. He sort of drifted back towards the fence and swished the tail a little bit under hard riding. And, well, Alfie, he may have ended up on the wrong part of the track, True Glo, but you can't take it away from the winner. He did it tough.
Well, Richard, I've got to say that you've just said previously that the track raced so evenly yesterday. So given that fact, I think Titanic Jack deservedly won the race. It was a terrific performance in the Toorak handicap prior to going into this. Tommy then ran him in the Salinger and then freshened him just in enough time, gave him a little bit of work. Tommy, what did you think of its performance leading into this event?
Yeah, no, we thought his run down the straight last week in the Salinger was a nice run. We're a bit disappointed on the day, but after watching the replay and letting things settle down a little bit, they just didn't go hard early, and then it just made it impossible for backmarkers to have any hope.
In the Toorak handicap, though, you drew very ordinarily, and you had no option but to go back, and he performed admirably.
Yeah, no, his runs, all this preparation have been excellent, and he's run against the best company. And as you know, when you're running against the best week in, week out, you don't win every week, and, you know, as long as they're running good.
Yeah, it certainly is a terrific training performance, and deservedly so. This horse has been destined to win a Group 1 for a long time, Graham.
It certainly was. Look, Tom, firstly, with the speed on from the word go, you saw that, you must have been happy with yourself as they settled fully into stride. And we'll talk about the finish in just a tick.
Yeah, no, after they'd gone, say, 2 furlongs, I was very, very, very happy with the way Brett put him in a nice position, and I was pretty confident from then on.
Did you think that you'd won the photo? You looked a bit hesitant there. You kept looking up at the screen.
No, well, Dad, watching it from where we were, I thought True Glo had gone past us. And Dad said to me, "Oh, we're home." I said, "No, the other one's hit the front." And then on the line, I didn't know really who had won. And then I looked up at the screen, and Sky Channel had the camera on him, and they're normally right.
We're always right.
Just looking at those photos of you with your dad there, some great shots of you and your dad embracing at the presentation. Now, is your dad set to retire finally? Is that on the cards at the moment, Tom?
Yeah, he's been saying to me that he's going to give it away, give it away, give it away. But I'd like to sit down the night with him and have lunch, have some tea with him, and I'd just like him to hold his licence for another 12 months, and you know, it'd be good if we could, Grace Song could win a nice race in the autumn, or even win next week in his name.
How many horses you got in training at the moment, Tom?
No, we only have 20 horses in work, Alf.
I tell you what, we'll come back and have a bit more of a chat about his dad too, because I've got some fond memories of some of the great horses that Tommy's had over the years. But let's just have a listen to what the beaten jockeys have to say. We'll start firstly with Damien Oliver, who rode True Glo.
We had a beautiful run through the race, but we just couldn't quite pick up the winner. He just curled up on me a little bit at the last 100 metres. I think he come to the end of his run a bit.
Yeah, he ran super. He's back off the bridle a long way from home and kept trying his heart out and ran super.
He had a nice run, followed the winner wherever he went. He struggled a bit coming into the straight, but once he straightened, he stretched out nice. Just got nabbed for third, so it's a good run.
Just when Walk on Air come across at an angle, he just sort of half wanted to run through the bridle and over-raced. Surprised how well he finished the race off. It was a terrific effort.
Definitely wanting further. He got back in the early stage of the race. They went very hard. Under the big weight, he laboured a little bit when he first entered the straight, but the last part of the race was the best part of his run. He really hit the line nice the last 50.
Yeah, we're just talking amongst ourselves here about the run of Scenic Peak, how well it battled on. Just going back to Tom. Tom, how long have you been in the stable with your father? How many years?
Yeah, no, I was there from a young age, on and off, and then been with Dad, been down there, say, time I was 14-year-old, and haven't missed many days in, 20-odd years, so I've been down there a fair while.
Were you there the day that Salamander was just pipped in the Melbourne Cup?
Yeah, I was there as a young boy, but I was probably a bit young to really remember it and take it in, but I was there.
I can tell you a few horses going back before that. I just remember one of the great horses he had was a horse by the name of Raja Saab that won a Doncaster, and I think it won a Stradbroke as well, and another good stay was Grand City. I think that's a bit before your time. Your father would have told you about them nonetheless, but they were good horses back in their days. Now, of course, we alluded to at the start of the show the death of Shogun Lodge, who collapsed and died. I think it was around about the 1,200-metre mark, or
Chiquita Lodge.
Chiquita Lodge, yeah. And here's what happened. You can just see it on the right of your screen, and it just goes back from the field, and this is just, well, particularly as Joe said, for those in Sydney at Randwick, oh, terrible moment, Joe.
Yeah, so many people came up to the fence yesterday to ask how Shogun Lodge was, and seeing those pictures of Glenn Boss, I think, told the story. He was absolutely devastated. He's had such a great partnership with the horse over the years, and, well, the highs and lows of Glenn Boss's week, winning the Melbourne Cup on Tuesday, and then that tragic incident with Shogun Lodge yesterday. He passes away as a 7-year-old, and his earnings extraordinary, just over $4.5 million, and he's one of the all-time great stakes earners in Australian racing.
You were with the stable foreman, were you not?
Yeah, Billy Davenport.
Yeah, Billy.
Who, over the years, with him, I've keenly followed Shogun Lodge, and every time I saw him at the races, he would mention how the horse was progressing, whether he was in work or he wasn't in work, and he was absolutely devastated yesterday,
yeah.
Bill, and this will really rock the stable.
Ron, as a jockey, you'd get so close to a horse, particular horse that you've had a long association with like that, as Shogun Lodge, from calling out Glenn Boss.
Yeah, look, he's been a proven campaigner year in, year out, and there's no indication when a horse is just going to burst like that, like... it was just an unfortunate situation, but I think most people knew when he went back through the field that quick that there was a big, big problem, and it's a tragic loss.
He had a bit of a heart problem about 12 months ago, didn't he? He had a bit of, a little fibrillation, so people might have thought that there might have been a connection there. They're going to do an autopsy, I believe, down at Werribee vet clinic today, and that will tell the final story, but tragedy for him, He only won at Group 1 level 3 times, but I think he finished second 12 times.
Yeah.
I mean, how good a horse does that? It just keeps running into champions.
That's right.
No bigger try than him.
Yeah.
Great.